live streaming your gaming sessions to TikTok, I bet you've been
All right. Give me a sec while I adjust this quickly. Because I know you can hear the music over me, so. Mike, mom. I have to bring it up a bit. Let me know if this is a good thing for y'all. Cause we're actually, if you guys can't tell, we're on a whole new thing here, which is actually very interesting because I'm noticing on, I have to see on the video, but on my thing, it's like not showing, Spoo's already redeeming their bacon, egg, and cheese. What's up, Spoo? How you doing? Redeeming, you're the very first to redeem your the bacon, the daily bacon, egg, and cheese. How you doing? It's actually crazy because you're also the very first one to actually see us on a whole streaming thing. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let me know. I'm just curious. Can you hear me totally fine? I'm assuming you could, and then that the music isn't too loud, because this is actually the first time we're ever trying meld. Hear you just fine? Beautiful. No, yeah, this is the very first time we're trying Meld Studios, and I'm working on basically a whole like how do I call it? Just to see how the experience is with it, because I've never tried Meld before, and I've heard a lot of things about it, and obviously for me, learning a lot about stream tech and stuff like that, I was just very curious on like, oh, like I know people keep on talking about Meld, but I've never tried it myself. And so what I did over the weekend, which was actually gonna be one of my weekend chats, was I basically explained like I was curious over the weekend on trying Meld, and I moved all my assets from from OBS to Meld. I will say there was a bit of issues with it because sadly Meld doesn't have everything that OBS provides. Like for instance, like how like sometimes people would use like one thing is, how do I put it? They would use like image carousel or it's known as like a slideshow, and they would use it for meld. I mean, they would use it on like OBS for like, you know, like if you're showing like different pictures for like sponsors and stuff like that. We had one set up that sadly that one didn't pop up. Our BRB screen didn't pop up either. So now, and it was actually I was getting everything ready for today's stream, and then I remembered like, oh shit, we never made a we never made a BR back screen. So our BR back screen is this. This is what our BRB screen is gonna be for for a while. I think what I'm probably gonna do is I might actually get someone to I might see about getting someone to making a like a nice like BRB and like starting soon thing. Just something that's like nice. So we'll see on that. But and then another thing we actually added, if you didn't look at the very very top, usually we would have like our subs and like our it would be like subs and goals and stuff like that. I took that away. And now, all the way up above, I decided to make this more New York. And we have a news slider on the top. And honestly, what's it called? You have no experience with streaming, but it's honestly, you know, it never hurts to try. That's the one thing I tell people all the time, you know, or just people who are like very new into streaming, like, you know, it never hurts to try. It never does. Like, you don't know how something is going to be until you try it. Like, for me, when I was, you know, like I've heard of streaming before I even started streaming. You know, was I like highly interested in it? You know, at when I first learned about it, not really. Like I was interested more from the viewer standpoint than the streamer standpoint. But when I realized that streaming could help me with, you know, improving on a skill that I really wanted to improve on, then that's when I really got in. You know, I decided, you know what? Let me try it. Let me see how it goes. And then we have Hector just raiding right in. It is just crazy. What up, Hector? How you doing? And if you guys have not given or don't know Hector, I highly recommend you give him a follow. Were you doing more shining hunting this time? What were you doing, Hector? Here to say White Castle's over it. Oh, listen, I'm trying so hard not to curse on stream right now. I'm trying so hard. You're about to piss me off. Oh man, but thank you so much for the raid, Hector. I really appreciate it. No, we actually were just talking about what was it? Streaming for the very first time. And the thing about today's stream that actually makes it special is we're actually trying out Meld for the first time. So this stream is all being done on Meld Studio. And so even just to show like how like my main screen is, sorry, I'm like also like still learning the things. Like this is how my main screen looks like right now. So we're just like trying it out, seeing how everything works. We are also, I will say, we are multi-streaming as well. So that's a whole other thing we're trying. So far, it's good. I've already, like I've said, it's got its pros and cons. You know, I will say this is really for a first beginner person. This is something I would recommend. Sadly, Meld doesn't have all the features that OBS offers. Especially for some that are like, I feel like are like the ones that are like really missing. Oh man, I can't wait to see how your channel grows. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. No, for sure, for sure. But yeah, no. But so far, Meld has been so far I've had a pretty good experience with setting everything up, and like for you to set up Kick and YouTube, as well as Twitch on here, and it also even recognizes like the categories and things like that, and like the settings. It was pretty easy experience. I will say for when you're doing your very first stream, I will say we had a bit. We were really on the starting soon screen for a bit longer than anticipated because we did have to. I had to re-put the stream key back in for YouTube. But with Kick and Twitch, it was easy to do. Obviously, with YouTube, I feel whenever it comes with their live, it gets a little complex. I need to try White Castle, dude. You need to try White. Okay, hear me out. You need to try White Castle only when you're in New York. Forget about the other places that have White Castle. Their White Castle sucks. The one that is the most unique White Castle is New York White Castle. But but the frozen ones, no. Don't be just going dependently on the frozen ones. The frozen ones suck. You want to know the thing that I do though, and I'll admit that I do this. When I go to White Castle, all right, I always buy a Crave case. And what I do is I will bring that Crave case back home and take the ones that I don't eat, which are obviously like a whole bunch of them, put them in Ziploc bags, and then put them in the freezer. Now, hear me out. It's not exactly the frozen ones, and they are so good, I will say. If you've never tried that, like, freezing fresh White Castle, I highly recommend that you do try that. Just hear me out, Hector. Just hear me out. But yeah, no, I just recommend that. Also, the one thing I am trying also is that Meld does have a clip system. So if you do want to save clips, it does it. Sadly, I will say this also leads to another negative with Meld. Their clip system only goes for like at max 2 minutes. And I know for some people they prefer like 5 or something because it does take a lot. So because you never know how long a clip is going to be or how long your content you want is going to be. So I highly recommend you try it. Like you just never say no. Also finally, I don't know if you noticed, Hector, but on my I didn't know what to do with some of my keychains I got from TwitchCon, but now I got them as oh shit. I got them as little markers for my thing. Oh shoot. No, I gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I do have some a lot of things that are coming up, I will say. Obviously from the stay hydrated, that one I totally renamed. It used to be just like, stay hydrated, but then I just made it like very New York-y. I feel like that's the one thing I'm really doing more now with this channel is like really focusing on like how can I focus on like New York City in a way on this stream. So it's oh shoot, get out of here. Oh, then you know. Clearly I can literally show you do I have anything written on here? No, it's an old QR code, but clearly you know my business card and you know exactly what my business card is. This is the New York test right here. What does my business card look like? Focus. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Now you want to focus. God damn it. Oh my god. I keep on forgetting I keep on forgetting. I have to message you when we I gotta message you. I got a new phone. Which it's now an Android, but I keep on forgetting I have to message you. Oh my god. Ugh. How's your what's it called? How's everything going? No more nope, no more team iPhone. Not like the last time. I remember the last time we were literally chatting about me having an iPhone, and then I think it was like maybe like a couple weeks later, I ended up getting a new actually not even a couple weeks later. I think like like a few days later, I ended up just getting the S25 Ultra because I was just like, honestly, like it's just so convenient, and it's with iPhones, like they've done so many updates and everything. It's just not it's not exactly what it's supposed to be. And like for me personally, like I like to, because when working in like social media and things like that, you want to like really see like how you're doing with uh you really want to see how like you're doing with, you know customizing your workspace per se. With the Android, it's really great, and I've can literally do every single thing I want work wise on my phone. But with an iPhone, I can maybe do like two of the four things. So it's more convenient, I will say, doing it, having an Android than an iPhone. I used to be team iPhone, then I went team Android. I could even say I have my Apple Watch like right here. Thing's dead. Like it's just I haven't touched it. And the reason why I haven't touched it is because I did also get the Galaxy Watch. I did also get that too. Which I will say is I've really liked how it is. So, oh my god, the 6, that's an old one. That's really an old one. Oh my god, the 6S. Gosh, I remember that was like I think if I was correct, that was the one that had like the titanium, I mean like the metal, like the aluminum body that people can like easily just like fold. That one is such a, but no, I recommend if you've, have you never gotten a smartwatch before? Because if you haven't, holy moly, Jesus. I think so, but I got the rose gold one. Oh, that's fine. Oh, the rose gold phone. Oh my gosh, dude, you're missing out. The things that you can be having on your, I will say, so I'm the type that like I'll have my phone and like I'll be so busy focusing on work, and then I'll have my phone like in a different room, and then I'm not paying attention at all to like the notifications. I will say with, and this is like the reason why I like having smartwatches, is that just the notifications like on your watch, and then you're like, oh, let me go to my phone and get my phone. Like it's convenient for knowing exactly what you want to do. So definitely go get the watch whenever you get the chance. Definitely consider. I do know. I forgot you have no. You still have the iPhone, right? Because the one thing I remember, I might be. You might have to double check on what year of a phone you got. Do you still have the 6S? Because I think 6S wasn't a compatible phone for. I don't know if the 6. Oh, yeah. You might want to double check then, because I don't know if the 6S is compatible with the watch. I might be wrong. I would just say, like, I would recommend that you go to the Apple Store and ask them, because I don't think watches came out until like till like iPhone X. If I might be wrong, but I think it was around that time. Because even for my phone, yeah, no, that's a tough one actually. Kind of think about it. Yeah, but the watches that are out there like really nice, and you know they're pretty good. I honestly I also can't complain about the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch is a really good watch. Um, it's yeah, definitely do your research on it. Um, that's what I've been so busy with, especially with like working on this whole thing with like switching to Meld and just figuring out the things that like I can do on here, the things I couldn't do on here. I remember I even made like a oh gosh, I made like a tweet like literally saying like oh I didn't realize that you can't do this on here and stuff. Let me actually see if I could find it because I know I feel like whenever there's something that pops up I always tweet about it. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, allow panels to be reorganized, such as my audio mixer and chat. I wasn't able to organize it. Allow audio sources to be moved around in the audio mixer from organization. Sadly, you can't do that, and you have to like reconfigure it yourself. Add more sources that OBS provides for streamers, such as slideshow. I know many people use these for sponsors and promotion. Increase maximum amount of a clip can be. The max is currently at 2 minutes, but some people need more footage than that. Because you just never know. You never know like how much you're gonna need for like if you get like that good moment, you don't know how much you're gonna have of it. So that's another thing I need a new lap. Okay, please tell me this is actually gonna be funny to say. Don't tell me you still have the laptops that we got from that pilot program. Please tell me you don't have that laptop still. Because I feel like you have a lot of like you have an iPhone 6. I don't even want to. Oh, you wasn't. Oh, I thought you were a part of. Gosh, that was a while. But seriously, like, go get a new laptop. Like, you check the Black Friday sales. So far, I've seen some good options on there. Like, I did go to like, I did make a trip to. But I was jealous of the people that did. Oh, so you're jealous of me then? Damn. All right. Shit. But the most part is I want a Mac, but that's a stretch. A stretch. Oh, I've. Oh my gosh, no, you're good. Yeah, no, I haven't had the chance to look at the new MacBooks that came out. Even I've thought about getting a new MacBook, but I did end up with there's the laptop that I use for my job, and it's like it's the Samsung Galaxy. I think it's called the Galaxy Book, or it's like the Galaxy Notebook or whatever. And it is so like thin, like it's like as almost like as thin as like my phone, like almost. And it is so like powerful for doing stuff like editing and things like that. It's just insane how I can do that on that laptop. And that laptop, the battery is like a almost like I can say like a 10-hour battery. And it's just so nice. It's such a nice and again, it's not a MacBook, but it's something that I would consider it as a competitor to MacBook. But it's so nice though. It really is. I love it. Would I get it? I would, but I would just wait until like when I need it, because I think it's gonna be a while. Let me actually have I have my laptop here. Hold on. big behemoth. It's because of what they call. I have a gaming laptop. That's why it's freaking heavy as shit. But it's the ROG one. But I like it because like it is a gamer. Like yes, it does glow and shit. But it's like a minimalistic kind of like laptop. It's not like one of those like RGB. Like I'm gonna have like a freaking like a rave when when playing a game. they they do because of because obviously of the high performance GPU and CPUs. Um, the only downfall is that they're thick. If you besides Razer, their laptops are they do make gaming laptops, but those things are thin as hell. The only downfall though is if you want to get like a Razer laptop, you're gonna be like breaking like a lot of it's gonna be a lot of coin, to be honest. Like I'm like right now just like looking it up. The most minimal is actually it's not that bad for minimal. Minimal's like 1700. I don't know what yeah, it's like 1600. But that you need more it doesn't have a lot of RAM, which is the issue. So but their laptops are their laptops are nice and like thin. Like I remember when I went to when I used to do photography, when I did my photography courses in college, what happened was that I did my professor would always bring like his thin like black laptop to class, and it was a Razer laptop, and it was like I think one of the very first ones that Razer came out with, because this was when Razer was like starting to get into the laptop game. Um, and so like really nice laptop. Couldn't really plugged it in easy. Would always bring it to like every class that we did. So they're pretty good. I got $1 to my name and I'll make do to with that. Yeah, no, it's like I just tell people like whenever you want to get like a laptop or something, just like wait for like Black Friday, Labor Day, when because some places do sales on those days. Um, especially with especially computer companies, because to clear out the space for the new lines that come in. Um, but honestly, like I would just say for like the laptops, like it really depends on like what your use is. Like for me, there's two things I would use it for. Actually no, there was three. There was for editing, video and photo editing, which when I had my MacBook would be a freaking oven when I would edit videos and photos on it. Gaming, which MacBooks couldn't really give a lot of gaming because a lot of games just weren't formatted for Macs. They were just formatted primarily for PCs. And then the third one, streaming. So like let's say if I wanted to stream like in my kitchen or in a different location that I was at, you know, and that's why I went with going with a gaming laptop, because I could, modify it to have more storage or upgraded things on it. But I mean, it's fine. Like it's good for everything that it does. I want to edit videos and stuff, but for the most part, I write stories and I just like writing and then typing it. Also, then yes, then for you, it's pretty easy. Like, I mean, you're just gonna want one for like minimalistic kind of. The thing that gets you though is the editing, because usually when like the very thin productivity laptops, they're not gonna have enough power to do like video editing, unless if you're doing like video editing from like a web based editing thing like CapCut, like that could be your alternative, but you're still gonna need like at least like some power for that. Let me actually just put this away. Ugh. You're gonna need like some power for that. But that's pretty cool though. I've always thought about there was the other day I was like I was watching a show. Oh man, I forgot what show it was, but I think it was like a show that they were working on a production, like a film production thing, and they went to like someone that was like a free writer to like write something up. Yeah, it's really you know it's really a hit or I wouldn't say like a hit or miss, but like you just gotta just do your it's all really about doing research whenever it comes to like these PC things. Like it really depends on like what your use for it is gonna be. Because you don't want to buy a laptop that's like so minimalistic, and then and then all of a sudden you like want to do like video games or like heavy editing on it, and then you're just gonna blow up your laptop. Like you don't want to do that. Please don't do that. That's like the one thing we don't want to do. But it's like it's still it doesn't hurt. Yeah. Well, I mean, it will hurt when when the laptop blows up, but it won't hurt, right? Right. Oh man, it's so funny. I definitely will. Oh man. Oh man. But I'm assuming you're getting ready for the holiday season. I mean, laptop the fan doesn't. Oh, that's a bad. That you should get that fixed. Like, you should really get that fixed. If that's not working, that's a bad thing. That's your laptop is gonna overheat. You don't want that. That's a huge like red flag. If you do that, that could like do bad things to your CPU. That's really bad. You should get that fixed. Unless you're gonna get a new laptop anyway. But you should just get that fixed. That's just crazy. I mean, luckily I've never had that issue, but I will say though, yeah, no, but I backed everything on a flash drive. Oh yeah, no, when I first got my gaming PC, I'm not talking about my laptop, I'm talking about my PC. Uh, I originally had it like on a thin what do you call, kind of like one of those like thin I wouldn't call it flash drives, but like one of those like thin hard drives. Um, then what I did is I realized I wasn't gonna have enough space for things, and so I ended up getting like one of those like beefy I ended up getting like one of those like very beefy uh like storage like I think it's like 8 tetrabytes, I think. So it's beefy. It's gonna last for a while. Ooh, you're going north. Okay, that's sick. I know. The one thing I definitely do want to do. I haven't. Uh. I remember. Last year I went on a trip up over to Vermont. So beautiful. Vermont is so beautiful during the winter time. So basically for like the holidays, I'm not 100% sure yet. I do know we are going to be doing a few we are going to be a part of 12 days of streaming, which is actually done with the Starlight Children's Foundation. So we are going to be doing different streams every day. Um and the one thing we're going to do I'm like right now working on like the list of things we're going to be doing on for those days. Like one's gonna be like an IRL stream, the other one is gonna be a cooking stream. Like we're gonna be banging it out on that. Um, so we're doing that, And then I am. I know last year we did not get a Christmas tree. This year we are gonna get a Christmas tree. It's going right there. I haven't bought it yet, but we are getting a tree there. And then what we're gonna do is for people who subscribe or follow, we'll be writing their names on like ornaments and just putting on the tree and decorating it. So just a little something to do for the holidays. I know my holiday schedule is a total nightmare because the thing is work. when you're working, there's so much stuff happening at the locations I work for during the holiday season that it fills up my schedule completely. So work is going to be like the one thing that's crazy. There's actually two holiday events I already have. Actually no, I already have like 4 holiday events already on my schedule. For like the weekday and the weekend. So my schedule is like filling up fast for the holiday season, which is just again just insane. It's just like, it's just so crazy. But man, you've never been to Vermont? That is crazy. Vermont is so beautiful. It is. Vermont's just such a beautiful area. It's like everything over there is so nice. Like when you think of the phrase like a Hallmark children's movie, that is what Vermont is. Like completely, like that's what Vermont is. Just a Hallmark movie right there. Like, ah, so beautiful. Yes, definitely get one. Oh man, don't tempt me. But yeah, it's gonna be a very busy holiday season. I already know. Oh, for sure. They're even like Vermont is like very minimalistic in a way, but it's like minimalistic for enjoyment. I do know there is the season when people go for like skiing and all that stuff. Understandable. What the thing that was actually crazy is that when me and my friends went to Vermont, we went the weekend before people were coming in for like the ski season starting and things. And it was just so nice. Like there was so much to do, and we went to all the different places. We went to Burlington. We visited another town that was like nearby called Stowe. It was so beautiful. I loved Vermont. It was a lot of fun. It was really good, and it's even more crazier because there's also like hockey, and just seeing that. Definitely put that on your list. If you do not have Vermont on your list, I highly recommend you put that on your list. I also did not realize this was actually after my trip. My father told me about like, oh, you went to Burlington. I'm like, oh yeah, I went to Burlington. I didn't know the Loch Ness monster was from what like Lake Champlain was the area that they had like the whole Loch Ness monster thing. I didn't realize that, which was crazy. I did not realize that. But yeah, it's so nice over there. So beautiful. Definitely we're planning. We might make another trip there. I don't know for sure, but you know, but yeah, also with the Christmas tree that yeah. It's actually funny cuz I was actually going to be I was thinking like, "Oh, should I get you know, should I get like a regular Christmas tree, like a regular color? Should I get a blue one? Should I get a red, like a fancy color Christmas tree?" That's what I was like thinking of, and I was like, "Oh, that'd actually be really cool." We don't know what Christmas tree we'll get. There's even like the dark colored Christmas trees. Like there's so many different colors. Like Amazon has everything. Go for a color. To be honest, I'm like the one that's like I guess like gotten me. I want to get like a blue Christmas tree. like just a nice blue Christmas tree that will go right there. I already had the things like set up for when we do the holiday streams. It's actually funny because one thing I will say what we're gonna do is the TV there in the background. For people who don't know, it's actually not sitting on a table. It's actually sitting, and you can't really tell like when I go this far, but it's actually sitting on a file cabinet that has wheels. So, and the cool thing about that is, so like if I ever want the TV anywhere, I could just wheel it over. That's like why I have it like that. Because originally that file cabinet was underneath here. When I had the first studio space. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna wheel the file cabinet. I'm gonna wheel it over towards here, so that the TV can act as the Yule log and have like a fire on there for like one of those like YouTube videos that's like, oh, it's a fire for like a 10-hour video of a fire. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And when I'm saying I'm gonna be probably going all out for Christmas, I probably do mean it. Like we're probably gonna be going all out. There's like a bunch of things I'm already looking to do. There's a bunch of things like I want to, prepare for. And even for like even I'll probably be doing like an IRL stream like in the city, whenever whenever the schedule allows me to. And who knows, maybe it'll be like to like the the Rockefeller Center tree, even though I know that place is like a nightmare. That place is always a nightmare. Yeah, who knows? We're looking to do a bunch of things for that. And yes, the blue tree is probably like on the top of my list. There's like I know I have a friend of mine who's actually getting like a black Christmas tree. Um and like they're like emoing the heck out of it. So that one should be interesting to see. I mean, I think I tried to go once to see a tree. It's a nightmare. It's always a nightmare. You know how us New Yorkers are like with that tree. You know. And then whenever the ball goes down, that's when we celebrate and everything. We're not celebrating because it's the new year. No, we're celebrating because all the tourists are about to leave. Like that's why. I remember one time I went to the city of my parents, and this was when I was a child actually. Um, and I learned from my parents on what to do whenever. Wait, what are you saying about tourists? Listen. I love people love to come to New York City. At every time of the year. But when it comes to tourists coming during the holiday season to New York City, that's a different story. That is a different story. If you're not going to move out of my way to go see the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, I will tackle you. That's how it is. That's how it's like in New York during the holiday season. Just tell me you don't want me to come. Hey, you can come visit, just don't visit during the holiday season. Like, you're more than welcome to come any time of the year, just not during the holiday season. Plus, also, my schedule is way too busy for, way too busy to have people over for the holiday season. It's like insane. Even the holiday season hasn't started yet, and my schedule's like already like full. It's like, or it's already about to get to that moment. I'm literally about to put a no vacancy sign like for my schedule for people who try to get me for the holiday season. Not valid. Also, why people want to go there when it's like 20 degrees outside. It's honestly just because I just feel it's, I love how busy you get during the holidays. I don't like it. I don't. It's so crazy. Um, But no, it's like the, it's really all about like the whole festivities. Like it's people don't go to New York City a lot. I feel like New York City is kind of like one of those places like um you visit like once in a while. I don't really see New York City being like a place that people see like every year. Unless if you're like, you know, like nearby. For people who like live like very far away, or like people, or especially like people from like out of country, like New York City is kind of like that. You see it once. So I kind of get why people from out of the country love to come to the city during the holiday season. Um, but it's they don't really care about the weather. I feel it's really about the moments about it. So especially because like during the holiday season, there's so much that happens in the city. Like the city gets really festive during the holiday season. Because first thing that starts off, you have the Thanksgiving Day parade over at Herald Square. Then you have the Christmas tree lighting, and you already have. Oh, and actually, to mention, there's already the holiday thing over at Bryant Park already. That's already there. Trying to think what else happens. There's like a new Winter Wonderland festival or holiday market that's now in Herald Square. Last year it got well known because it actually got turned on fire and they didn't have it for the rest of the season, but I think they're doing it again this season. Um and again, the city's freaking huge. There's so much that you can do. You can go to ice skating in Central Park. You can go ice skating at Rockefeller Center. You can go ice skating in Bryant Park. Go uh you can go ice skating down 42nd Street. Like there's so much to do in the city during the holidays. If I'm gonna be hanging with homies or like convention going on. Oh, I totally get it. I totally get that. And there's no hate on that. It's not the holiday season. No hate. Oh man. But again, there's just so much to do in the city. Like that's it's the city's like just remember like the city's huge. Really huge. Actually, I don't even know. I think New York City is like I'm actually curious on this. Hold on just a sec. I'm actually curious on what's the biggest city in the world? Uh Oh, okay, yeah. New York is like way down the list. Okay, yeah. New York City's like uh I couldn't count, but like way past like 10. Okay. Just wanted to double check on that. Just wanted to double check. But yeah, no, there's just so much to do in the city. So I kind of see why people like to go during the holiday season, especially during the holiday season, because it's just very festive, like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. There's just a lot of stuff that happens during the holiday season. I get it. But I gotta like literally like football tackle my way to go to like, go to Rockefeller Center, or even to walk past Times Square is a nightmare, and nothing happens in Times Square except for the New Year's Eve ball drop. Like, I'm like literally like shoving my way through people on like 42nd Street just to get through. It's a mission. It's a complete mission to go through 42nd Street. Like the thing is that if you're in my way, you're in my way. And don't be surprised if you're going to be getting like that shoulder. And I feel like this always happens all the time. Whenever you're in the city during the holiday season, you're going to be like shoulder shoving so many people, your shoulder's going to hurt. Like it gets to that point. It just does. that's how the holiday season is in New York City. Don't like like Hector, if you want to come during the holiday season, don't be surprised you're gonna be getting like the first thing you get from me is a shoulder shrug, like bam. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's just how it is. Like we're shoulder. I'm telling you, I'm about to go back over to our high school just to get those shoulder pads that they would have for the Hornets, like dead ass. If I got to New York, gotta be during the summertime. I can't handle the cold. Stop. You're. I'm not gonna say exactly where you're from, but where I know you live, you got stuff too. Like it gets cold there. What do you mean? It gets cold. Oh man. But no, I don't blame you though. Like I'm not a. I'm more of a like I do like the winter because obviously it's you know it's a fine thing. You're already having my mod being like, ooh, I'll allow it. Yeah, it's 32 degrees here. I don't fuck with it. Oh man, yeah, it's just like, what's it called? I'm a hoodie weather person. Um, like it's even funny because like for work, I do wear a polo and I wear khakis. Like I do like dress up like business casual for work, but I have a hoodie to wear for like the whole entire time for work, which I like because I'm a hoodie guy. I just like wearing like hoodies. And so like whenever it's like fall, winter, spring, I could wear a hoodie. When it comes to summer, the only time I really wear hoodies is only if I am like whenever I go travel up north because it does get cold during the summertime up there in the mornings, which is why I would wear a hoodie in the summertime when I'm up north. But it gets gotta put on the okay. Listen, hold on. Listen, I'm not that New York. All right, let me just put that there. I'm not that New York. I don't got Tim's. Actually, I got Tim's. I forgot. I forgot I have Tim's. No, you just made me realize. So they're not okay, hear me out. Hold on. Wait. Okay. They're not the Tims that are like the iconic New York City Tims. I have the hiking boot Tims because I do a lot of hiking. I hike whenever I'm like not, whenever I'm free, what do? I I hike. I like to hike. That's also like another one of my favorite activities up here to do is to hike. There's so many hiking areas and over here it's, really beautiful. So you're right. That yes, you get okay. Okay, you got me. All right, you got me. They're Tims. All right. They're Tims. Yes, you got me. All right. Uh, I'll admit, you got me. You're not wrong. They are Tims. So I can't debate that. They're actually Tims. They're still Tims. You're not wrong. They still are. Oh man, this is oh man, and I will say though, I've had those Tims for like 4 years, I think now. Actually, no, I'd say 3 years. I've had them for 3 years so far, and they're still good. They're still good. they're a really good like very comfortable, very like snug with your foot like whenever you go hiking. Also weatherproof too. Let me put that there, like waterproof. They're amazing. Usually I would wear them like whenever I'm either going hiking or camping. Um Sometimes I do wear them during the fall, like when I know if I'm going to a place that's going to be like muddy or like it gets like to that, but you know, and the cool thing is I never wash like besides like me washing like the soles, like I never wash like like they because of their like they're like the leather tims. Um they're pretty good for hiking boots. They're amazing. I remember there was even one time I didn't wear them white water rafting, but they're just like really good whenever it comes to just whenever like you go camping or like whenever you just go like outdoors, do like a lot of outdoors activities. Like they're amazing, and they're usually my go-to. It's either those or Crocs. Those are like my two summertime shoes. Either Crocs or either my boots. And they obviously they do last for a while. If you've never bought a pair of Tim's, actually Tim's sponsor me. That there we go. I need Tim's to sponsor me. There we go. Next sponsorship, Tim's. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for that bodega to be like, what's it called? Oh, this person does streams that focuses on New York City. You know, like get that. Then you'll finally get like that sandwich named after you. Oh man. But yeah, it's so what's that word? It's they're amazing. If you've never gotten Tim's, I highly recommend you do. They're very comfortable shoes. They really are. And then I know over the weekend actually, I got invited to a Devils game, and this is probably like my third or fourth Devils game. I have a friend of mine that sometimes that gets like passes to the Devils games, and always invites me. And so we went this time, and uh so we went over. I don't have Devils merch, so I always just wear like my regular clothes. And what ended up happening was that uh they had one of their other friends come over, and I've met him prior, so not like a first time meet. And so what happened was he was thinking of getting a jersey, but he wasn't gonna get a jersey. And so I said, if you get a jersey, I will get a jersey. I should have watched what I said, because what ended up happening was the next thing he said was, be right back, we're getting jerseys. So I got like my very first like hockey jersey. It's in the closet right now, but it's a nice like the alternative like Devils jersey, which is like just says like Jersey, sorry, New Jersey. It's like cool. It's a nice one. It's like a black one with like scripted lettering. It says Jersey. I know that's been like the Devils alternative for like quite a while, and I think it's even more crazier because this year is like the last year they're gonna be using that alternative, and I think they're gonna be ending. They're gonna have like a new design jersey. So that one's actually it's been fun looking at that, and we ended up getting our jerseys, and yeah, it was a fun game. A lot of fighting, I will say. That game was very crazy. Like, I think it was in the very first quarter, less than 5 minutes into the match, they were already throwing hands. Like, it was just insane match. And oh, and it was against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Also to put that there, against the Penguins. But yeah, it was a good match. Really, it was a lot of fun. So it's always fun going to those Devils games. Just so much fun. Um, but yeah, it's been that. I'm trying to think of what else. What else have you guys missed? Like I think I've pretty much spoken about everything. Oh, actually, no, realized. Um, so for this Thursday stream, we will be having a 7 day. We will be playing for the first time, 7 days, Blood Moon, for the first time. Now we haven't played any of the 7 days before, so this is like a whole. This is gonna be a first experience for us. We did get. So what happened was just a bit of a backstory. I went to when I went to TwitchCon, I went to the 7 days Blood Moon after party. And as a nice token of appreciation, they gave us the game. They gave us game codes for the game. But we had to wait until I think it was like the very like November 1st or 2nd, before the game came out. And so now the game is out, and we finally get to play it. So we will be playing it this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will be playing it. And then for Friday stream, Friday I know we're doing a collab. I'm just waiting for more info on that. But we're gonna be doing a collab at like 7 p.m. and it's gonna be involving Dead by Daylight. So that one's gonna be fun. Which actually also another thing. So a while ago, when I was at TwitchCon also, we participated in a charity tournament. It wasn't streamed on like my channel. It was streamed on a different one because it was a charity tournament from a different group. And we were representing we were also representing the Starlight Children's Foundation. But what we did is when I first joined the tournament, I was immediately thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna do good because I don't have like my controller on me, and like I don't know if they're gonna have controllers, and so I was like in that mindset like, oh, I'm gonna have to play like keyboard and mouse, Call of Duty style crazy. And luckily they had controllers. They were and the controllers, I will say, they were so good at feeling, and playing COD on them were like so good. Like it just felt like really nice. And they felt so nice that I decided to get it. Yeah, no, so this one's actually the Wolverine 3v Tournament Edition. Oh, Fortnite. Oh my gosh. Oh, you play Fortnite? No, I'm kidding. We play Fortnite too. I've Yeah, no, it's actually we haven't even touched the Fortnite because I know they did like the Simpsons thing, which I have to take a chance at playing. So I do have to get to playing Fortnite again, just for the Simpsons, because when I was a child, the Simpsons was actually my go-to show, which was funny. You're playing right now? Actually, wait, hold on. Let me hold on. Hold on. I do have to check to see how much of a download I have to do, because I haven't touched it in a while. I don't know how much I have to download of an update. If it's not big, I'll literally jump on Fortnite right now, to be honest. I have to re-download it. Steam. There we go. Oh, I hate it whenever I have to do the mobile confirmation. Let's do. Oh yeah, here we go. Steam. Approve. There we go. I also am because the new Call of Duty is coming out, I will be getting the new Call of Duty. And we won't be streaming that until like I'm gonna say Sunday. So that's another one that's upcoming on that. So which that should be a fun I've checked out the videos for the Call of Duty, like the gameplay and stuff like that. Like it looks pretty cool. So I'm actually looking forward to I'm really looking forward to the Call of Duty. Oh my god, it's been so long I haven't played on this that I have to go through the user agreement. It's been that long. I'm not really looking forward to the update size on this. Yep, I thought so. Even the installer is like, bro, you gotta update this. Oh my god, you're an avid Fortnite player? Oh no. No. Nah, Fortnite, like, don't get me wrong, Fortnite's a really good one. Fortnite just hasn't been my, like, my cup of tea. And we've played Fortnite, like, many times. I feel like for me, like, I'm more of, like, the FPS type, so, like, the first-person shooters. But you know, like Fortnite, I would say is a fun, like if you want to have fun with friends kind of game. Like Fortnite's definitely a good go-to. Oh god, are we that bad with it? Requires an up. I keep on telling this thing to update, and it's like giving me issues. Like just update. Freaking pain in the butt. Are you actually terrible at those? I mean, FES is like, I will. Here's what I'll say. If you're playing primarily like on cons, I think the thing like now these days when it comes to FPS games, there's a certain ones that are, if you're a PC person, you're playing with PC. But there's also some of them that are, that are crossplay, and I feel like whenever it's the crossplay ones, those are the ones that feel a little bit of a like the PC people have an edge. That's just my opinion on that. That's why I feel like when it comes to some games, like some games keep their multiplayers based on people who have certain things, but when it comes to some games, they decide to just have everyone just be all together. But I feel like crossplay has now become more of a thing that like now we're like that's our big thing. Wait, tell me what my trying to figure out how big my update has to be. How big is this update? No, it's canceling the install. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. Oh, you play on PS4? Oh, that's fine. Not too crazy. No, PS4 is not bad. Wait, oh, perfect. Yeah, here's my. Oh shit. Is it that much? Bro, it's a freaking 74 gigabyte. I have to. I'm not kidding when I say it's 74 gigabytes. Like, literally, look at this. Like, I'm not joking. Like, it literally says 74 gigabytes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going by really fast, but still, that's a lot. I mean, to be honest, like, it'll go by, I think. We'll find out. I'll say it's going by fast. I think. We'll find out in a bit. Yeah, no, that just shows like how long it's been since I've actually gone on Fortnite. I think the last time I was on Fortnite was when they had I forgot what was going on. I know my account like said like, oh, the last year on here was like in January, and I'm like, oh. So it's been since January, I'd say. Cause when it comes to some like games on here, I just primarily go on Steam. But when it comes to Fortnite, obviously that's an Epic Game thing, so you need to be on the Epic Game account. So that just basically just tells me, yeah, you haven't been on since like January of this year, which is crazy. But nah, Fortnite's a good one. I haven't seen the new guns that they have for Fortnite for this what do you call for the Simpsons thing. I just know there's like the Moe's gun, I think is one it's called, which is like a gun that like goes to like 5 different guns or something. I've seen a few of like the special edition things that they have on through like other people's gameplay and stuff like that. Like whenever people are like streaming like Fortnite, like sometimes I'll go on there and just like see like and get an idea on like how people play like on there. I will say for me though, like I'm more of a no build person. I'm not a big fan of the builds. That's just how I am. You can at me as much as you want on there. Like I am just not a fan of the builds. I feel when it comes to builds that it totally like is a huge advantage compared, for people who are like all about like, all about the shooting. So it's just the truth though. So of course you play for the XP. Okay, good. Good, because I was about to say I swear to God, you better not tell me you play builds, because I would have been like, that's it, I'm done. That's it, I quit. Nah, I feel the one thing I've noticed, and I feel like a lot of places also do this too. Um, a lot of people have made their huge focus, and I feel like Epic did the big like move on it by not letting, because I remember originally no builds, people thought like, oh, this was gonna be a limited time kind of thing to do. But then Epic was like, no, we're keeping this. And I think they made the right move on that, because a lot of people jumped onto Fortnite to play no builds, see how it was. And it just did so good. And they still have that fan base still there compared to when, Fortnite became very more of a competitive when it came with builds. Which is also like why I'm not a big build person, because I just feel like whenever you would play like the original like Fortnite build games, they would just get very comp, like really comp, and I was just never a fan of that, honestly. I feel like that's why I was like more of a Val player, because like with Val being like a FPS, but Val was also like the game that like I really got like to learn a lot about, gaming keyboard games, because you can't use a controller on Valorant. You just can't. So, which also reminds me, I do have to check something on my computer because and it's actually crazy about this, but I also understand in a way. So you know how with certain games they're using certain like anti-cheating software now these days. Uh, so I found out with Call of Duty, they are using an anti-cheating software. Obviously, it's Call of Duty, but you have to put a setting. You have to go into your computer's BIOS system, which is like for gaming PCs, it's like the behind the scenes of the settings per se. And you have to turn on one of your settings to allow to play games. So total first thing I've never heard of before. So I was like, you know, it was just like I had no clue how this was gonna go. To be honest, I really had no clue. Um, do I know where that setting is? No, I don't. I'm not a I'm not a big PC person. So I have to ask my PC buddy who also helped me with my PC um on where can I find that setting. So I don't know. It's really weird, but I feel like it just comes to show how games are getting very competitive these days, and that's just really how it is. And so far for an update, we're like at we just got to 14 gigs. This is oh my gosh. This just comes to show whenever you're going on whenever you're gonna play Fortnite, just make sure, or any other games, make sure you check on if you've ever updated your games, because this is what happens. It's funny how this happens to me. Out of all the streams, it happens to me. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's. I think the last time this happened was gosh, no, this was, I would say, the biggest one I've had to do on stream. There was another game I did. I think it was actually COD. That I had to update because I didn't play it in a while. I left for 2 weeks and it took 3 hours to download. Wait, so it took 3 hours to download on your PS4? Because literally, like right now, from what it's looking like it's gonna be done in like give or take like half an hour for my PC. This is why I tell people, like, if you don't have a gaming PC, just get a gaming PC. These things act so much faster compared to like regular console games. Oh, that's okay. Yep. Say less. That explains it. That's an old boy. Oh man, I'm surprised you haven't gotten the like the new PS5 or the PS5 Pro. I know people have really been going after those things. I feel like the handheld, like the Switch 2, which I will say the Switch 2. I will commend Switch though for keeping their things in stock, because I went over to like my local GameStop. No, sorry, not my local GameStop. I went over to my local Best Buy when I was getting my controller, and they were just like completely stocked of uh not just of like the PS5s and the PS5 Pros, but also of the Switch 2s. I don't work, so I have to make do with like. I thought you were no, didn't I thought you had a job? Didn't I thought you were doing pharma, or were you not? Wait, did you lose your job? If it's okay to ask on here. That's crazy. I thought you were working. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know people have obviously been having issues with how the job market has been like this year. It's been a little nuts. I actually have a friend of mine. Okay. Yeah, say less. It's been so crazy because even I remember I had a friend of mine that went to Moe's and they ended up getting food sickness. So say less, and then from there just haven't been able to work. I mean, job hunting has been really tough. I will say. I have a friend of mine. Also, oh no, real, yeah. See, you're laughing because you know exactly the whole. You know exactly, with what's going on. Yeah, no, just with the job market, it's been really tough. It really has. Even with like 11 2015. Oh shoot, that's crazy. Wait, that's been a long time then. Wait, hold on. So wait, so hold on. Let me get this straight. Hold on. I'm right now. I'm like trying to think. So you're telling me you haven't had a job in 10 years? Is that what I'm? Oh, I bet it's a long story. If that is what it is, pretty much. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I know. I feel like now, like I know a lot of people when it was before COVID, a lot of people were doing like the like job hopping from like one work shortly at one job and then go to the next job, higher pay, work shortly, then like they were job hopping. But now we're in this phase that we're now we're doing a thing known as job hugging. That's what they're calling it now. And it's basically people hugging onto their jobs because you just never know what's gonna happen. It's actually even crazier because I have a friend of mine works in the same field as me. Not like at my same job, like same job, different field. No, sorry, same field, different job. And sadly, got let go. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's really crazy. It really is. And and now they're at the point that they're having so much like a tough time finding another job. Like it's been months already and still have not found another job, which is insane. Even with like me and others trying to help them, trying to find another one. It's really tough. It really is. So I totally, I totally get how it could be. I know not knowing exactly what your scenario was, but knowing just how the market is these days, it's it's understanding. So yeah, no, hopefully hopefully you do find something, or you get back on the track that you wanna be on. It's really tough. I bet it is. Even for me, like even for me, like I know I feel very grateful to be in the job that I'm in. Like like it was like when I was working part time at the time, and then I just came to that thought. I was like, I need a full time job, just because part time was not you know not giving me a lot as I would need. And that's when I I went back job hunting. Not like quitting and then, then job hunting. Like I was like job hunting while I was still working part-time, and then got noticed. And then ended up taking that job, and you know, it's very that's still very crazy. Yeah, that's just you know, it's a crazy, this market in general is just a very crazy, job market. It really is. Yes, we'll explain after this game. Oh, take your time. I know you want to get your crown. I understand. Take your time. Take as much time as you need. We got enough time. We still got 30 minutes on the timer for the freaking upload. It's yeah, it's just crazy. I will say though, I feel like this is like one thing I notice a lot of people do. People really depend on, and I will say this is kind of like my thing. Uh, People have really depended a lot on like uh on uh on websites such as like LinkedIn for doing like job hunting. Uh LinkedIn is not a good place in my opinion. Like don't get me wrong, like you can like network on LinkedIn, but for like the section in LinkedIn where it has like the jobs and it has like the applications and stuff like that, like it's just not it's not it's not working. Not working. That's why I tell people whenever they're like job hunting, the one website I always recommend, Indeed. And again, this isn't a let me just put this here. It's not a sponsorship, I swear. This is actually just me saying like Indeed is like the better option to look for a job online. This is why I want to be a writer. I totally get it. I know there's actually a thing. There's a thing that I saw, and so I got my bachelor's degree in communications. Um, and I've wanted to get my master's, but COVID happened right when I was about to make that move, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do any classes online. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like I'm not gonna like the experience, so let me just wait until COVID stops. Um, you know, I'm at that point that COVID, the the pandemic is over. Um, but uh I actually just got like my student loans are they're gone. So I don't have any student loans. Um so I'm at that point I'm like, do I want to go for my masters and then have student loans come right back, or like what do I want to do? And so there's this thing that I found online that it's I do have to give a shout out to Pat. I don't know if you guys remember Pat from like years ago, was usually like a part of our was a part over for the whole stream for epilepsy stuff, like we did like the whole streams and stuff like that. And so the one there's a like a it's not like an agency, but it's kind of like a art a digital art uh school. And what they do is that they actually have an app they have like a course system that you actually get like courses on different things. It's like courses in digital art, or just courses in advertisement, which is actually something that I would like. So the one thing I'm actually working on is I'm working on getting to those courses. It no, obviously it doesn't sound bad at all. Clearly not. Clearly not. Um it's like so helpful on there that to get like free courses, and cuz to kind of come to the thing, and this is what kind of also I think helped me with how much loans I had to get rid of. Um when it comes to certain fields, there's some fields that are based on the knowledge, but there's certain fields that are based off experience, and it's the whole like knowledge versus experience kind of thing. And and so I feel like whenever when it came to me, like, I just need to grow my grow my experience in something. And when it came to social media, clearly just me uh working on uh social media management for myself and for like the streams and stuff that I do, that has clearly helped me with learning more about about the whole algorithm stuff, and learning about more about social media management and all that stuff. And it just and I used that knowledge and just continued learning more and more as time progressed, to now being here. And you know like don't get me wrong, I am lucky to be here. I am. I it's just like, you know it's crazy. Just that's just really how it is. It's just crazy. Like it's really crazy. And I really like, don't get me wrong, like, if I do get accepted by the program, perfect. I'll do the courses. I know the courses are in the city, that's totally fine. Um if I don't get accepted, it's totally fine. I'll try again next year. So I still have to fill out the application because it's like a very lengthy one, and they ask for like, oh, do you have a portfolio? Do you have like other stuff? My portfolio actually no longer exists because I feel like I haven't really had a need for having a portfolio ever since I got my job. So I have to make a new portfolio. Um, yeah, I'm always, I appreciate that. I'm always the one that like, and I feel like this has like always been like my mantra. It's like, never think positive, because the more you think positive, the more you're just gonna be staying in place. Just be as optimistic as you can, and the optimism that you have will make you keep pushing forward. It's like basically keep pushing forward, don't push back. That's really how it is. Like, like with my friend who lost her job, I've been, still keeping in contact, like, just telling her, just, you're gonna find that job. You're gonna find a job. And just it's just best to be positive. That's be as positive as you can. That's really, like the one thing that's helped me. And it's like even reminds me of like when I had like my seizures, like, you know, like I was optimistic that they were gonna go away. You just didn't know when. And I decided to have surgery, did that, yada yada yada, bada bing bada boom, here we are. I'm always positive, and I got through it. Yeah, just positivity really overpowers a lot of things, in my opinion. Um, you know, from my experience, like personally, like, you know, even though I was dealing with all this stuff, like just working on just being optimistic and just staying positive, like really helped me uh with you know grow with my personal growth. Honestly, it really has. And you know, and I always just tell people, like, you know, just keep thinking positive. And this is actually another perfect one, another perfect thing for, you know, for small content creators. Actually kind of gives that gives the thing, like, just keep thinking positive. You know, don't keep on thinking about, you know, your low viewer numbers or your your low numbers on social media. Just keep on staying optimistic, and the more optimistic you'll be, the more farther you will reach, and the more bigger you will grow. That's like my input on that. You know, especially because, you know, because for those who keep on thinking like, oh, one number, two numbers, like that's, you know, that's bad. Like, it's not bad. Like right now we have, like, you know, like three people watching. I think, I don't know, but you know, I know Twitch's algorithm's been a bit like, but you know, just keep thinking positive on making content. Like, you know, like that's just like the one thing to do. And you know, just keep on being optimistic and pushing yourself out there. And you know, that's what I felt like just like my experience is like really helped me with. um you know, man, I'm giving advice on I was about to say on TikTok. I'm giving advice on Twitch. It's crazy. I don't really see myself being like the person that like usually gives advice like on like content creation. I've thought about doing stuff like that. I know I've given advice like for like stream tech and like tech issues and stuff like that. But with like growth, I've never really have made stuff or advice on stuff on that. As I try to be even with my writing so no one hasn't seen it yet, but I'm like, are people really going to like it? Well, the one question you have to ask yourself is, like, how many people have you given it to get their input? Like, like you know, you could even give it to me right now, and I'll read it right now. I mean, I don't know what exactly you write, but I don't know what exactly, you know, like what you write. Like, do you write poems? Do you write like long form, short form? I know people do like a lot of different stuff or have different like genres. Genres? Yeah, genres. I will say I do have a bunch of friends who are like a bunch of people who are like into books. So that's what happens when you have a bunch of friends who work at bookstores. Also, good news, we're past the halfway point with this Fortnite freaking finishing the update. Okay, you do fiction. Okay. No, fiction's understanding. I just randomly write and it comes to life. Hey, that's a good thing though. Honestly, like with like I'm not a like an avid reader. I try to push myself to be an avid reader, but I would say the stuff I really read a lot is like the motive. I don't know if I'd say like the motivational kind of books or like just the books that give like growth in a way. Like for instance, there was the what was it? There was a book I was dealing with, like, I don't know if I say like anxiety. I was dealing with like panic attacks at the time, and was having kind of like an issue with it. And the one thing I did was that I what was it? and it was a book. Oh yeah, it was called Let That Shit Go. And I after reading that book, I was like, oh, this actually, the book actually reading it actually helped. It helped me with my panic attacks, and it really helped me with just dealing with that. So back in high school, I had a friend read a story I wrote, and she asked me, did this actually happen? And I'm like, no. Wait, who? I'm curious. Wait, we're talking. Wait, we have some high school cheesemate here. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Montana. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I've never forgot about Montana. I actually still have I still have her on my socials actually. I felt like Montana was like the one that was like very relatable, like that I knew. No, I don't. I don't. To be honest, I don't. I've had oh gosh. There was okay, so there was one time I was at the bar. I was at the bar. Okay, this is actually gonna be a good story. Um, so one time I was at the bar celebrating my birthday. All right, and I decided, okay, I'll go to the local spot. Get a bunch of friends there. Yada yada yada. Um, so I ended up doing that, and when I'm over at the bar, uh, I ran into someone from high school, and uh and then I ran into some, actually no, I ran into two people from high school, and I ran into another actually an old friend of mine. Um an old friend of mine, which didn't matter. It's a friend of mine, so friend of mine from a different thing that I was a part of. And uh and I was drunk. so So I was like in like the I'm too drunk, like I'm too drunk for this mood. Like I'm like I can't do this. I'm too drunk for this. Like oh gosh. It's so it was just so weird. So weird doing that. And there oh gosh. And I had the same thing happen. Well, it wasn't like I wasn't drunk, but just going out like having drinks at the bar, you're gonna run into someone from high school if you're still in your area. You're gonna run into someone from high school. I know there's a few that I've ran into. This wasn't like the only one I've had. There was like one time I went like to a bar in like the city near us, and I ran into a bunch over there. Oh, hey, you know what? It was funny. I would say like probably that was probably one of like my funny drunk stories I've ever had. Like I'm just too drunk for this right now. Like I gotta stop running into all y'all. That was just how I was. It was even funny. Oh my gosh, I actually I passed I came across like a few what was it? Wait, you were, just so I can remember because I keep on forgetting. Um, were you a part of the mentor program? No, yeah, the not the mentor program. Um, the internship program in high school. I think you were. I might be wrong. Mock trial. Okay. Actually, you know what? This still works. This still works because you know why? I came across you know who at the supermarket. There we go. And you exactly know who I'm talking about. We're talking about the teacher who owns a Jeep, who was in charge of mock trial. Just try not to dox anyone right now. I can't dox anyone, but you exactly know who I'm talking about. I ran into her when I was getting what's it called? I went to just like get like milk and eggs and something like that, and I passed by her. I'm like, I like said like her, I said her name, and then she looked at me and she's like, oh my god, like it was just so crazy. It's such a so crazy moment. I remember like, oh my, I remember people were like, gosh, this is like the one thing I hated about like high school. Oh my gosh. Not her, not her. She was a great I know some people didn't like her because of like sometimes like she would like be like loud in class or whatever. But like she was a chill one, like in my opinion. Yeah. Like the people who like were either a part of either mock or a part of the internship program, like were like loved her. You know, if you were in like any other like if not involved in any of her classes, then you just he just didn't like her. Like I remember that for a fact. Yeah, no. It was just crazy. I will say though, because I don't know if you know, but I'm assuming you don't. But she got married. Yeah, I know. It's such a big throwback. See no, see your response saying no way, because you exactly know, you know how high school was. You know how high school was. Oh my gosh. God, this makes me not miss high school anymore. Oh my god, I don't miss high school at all. I'm also low key happy that we didn't do we just never did the what do you call? Oh yeah, yeah, that's like I feel like the only there's the other yes, the other people I do not miss for sure. I will say like the people I've really like kept in touch with the most, I would say I don't know if you remember well, I mean, I know you weren't a part of band, but you do remember obviously we were a part of orchestra, not orchestra. We were a part of fuck, what were we a part of? It's like you didn't talk to me in high school, but now you're. Yeah, I had that same moment. Oh my god, I've had a lot of those moments that like I would just be like, you know, like, the fuck you mean you want to be friends? Like, I would have so many of those moments. Like I remember there was even one that this was actually during college. Um, this was when we were oh gosh. This was when I was in college. There was one of our high school mates that was actually there. Actually no, there were quite a few high school people that were there. There was actually one, two. I'd say there's three. Actually no, sorry, two, because I forgot we divided after middle school. I was about to count a third one, but then I forgot they went to the sister one. Um, that I saw him there, wanted to be like friends, but we just never became friends. Oh man. Oh man, you don't remember? How do you not remember? I forgot what we called it though. You know, it was like I forgot what was it no, not ensemble. Shoot, no. You know how like it would have a mix of the orchestra and the band like mixed together into some other thing? You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know how sometimes like obviously we'd have like the percussion, which was like my group, and then we'd have your chorus. No, not chorus. Was it chorus? No, I forgot what they called it though. We never called it chorus. forgot what we called it. Shoot. It's been that long? Oh my god. We forgot what we called it. I didn't play in it? I thought, no, didn't you do orchestra? I swear you did. And what if this helps? I left in 2012. Wait. Wait, you left in 2012? I thought you graduated with us. I swear I thought you graduated with us. No, you're about to make me go back to the book. Go back to that book just to see. Wait, did you move? I swear you left. See, this is what happens when my get the 2012 yearbook. Wait, what do you mean get the 2012 year? Hold on. Wait, no, I didn't get the 2012 yearbook. I got the 2013 one. I never got the 2012 one. The only yearbooks I got from high school was the 2009 and the 2013. I mean, if I do pull up the 2013 one and I don't see you on there, then that actually does give. Wait, do I actually have? Oh wait, we're gonna do some investigative work. Hold on a sec. Actually, wait, no, I can't do that. I forgot. I'm gonna dox myself. Never mind. I can't do investigative work right now. Because I forgot my name. I forgot my name's gonna be on the yearbook and everything. Oh man, wait. Wait, so did you move? Because I forgot why you left. You even forgot why you left? Bro, how do you forget when you left? Wait, what do you mean you... Wait, hold on. No, wait. You were not a year... What? Wait. Were you a year before? No, you were not a year before me. Were you a year before? No, you were not a year before. Wait. Hold on. Now I'm getting mixed up here. Hold on. Name is on the year... Name is the name on the yearbook you graduate. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, but hold on. How did you graduate a year before me? Because we came in at the same time. Didn't we? You're literally fucking with my head right now. I'm like literally in that mode. Like I'm trying to piece everything all together. Hold on. You're making my brain fucking hurt right now. Hold on. How did you leave a year? We are a year apart. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, hold on. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Now. Oh my god. Now I know my brain's freaking hurting. I forgot. Oh my god. I just remembered. Okay, so what I did was I finally, what I didn't do was that I didn't I didn't look at your account. Cause here's the thing. Here's the funny part, all right? The funny part was that all right, this is gonna take a lot of explanation. So we had a stream a few months ago. All right. a few months ago that it had another person from high school that joined in on the stream. And uh and so I originally thought you were him because again, I'm and here's also the other thing. I have like so many different followers on here. I don't remember who's who. That's the funny part. Like I'll forget who is who. And I totally forgot. And I thought you were him. But then now I know who. Yeah, wrong New Yorker. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And we're like already like 2 hours into the stream, and I just realized wrong one. Wrong one. Oh my gosh, how you doing? Man, it's been a while. Nope. Well, I have 3 ads. I'm so sorry. Let me actually type that in. Oh man, that is funny. Oh, that is hilarious. That's why I was like so mixed up. Okay, you're back. Okay, perfect. That's why I was so mixed up in my head because I thought you were someone else from high school. Oh my god. How have you been? Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I know I still have you on I believe I still have you on Facebook. Hit you up on Facebook for your Twitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, you know what's so funny when I because of how Facebook is with uh because of how Facebook is with advertisements, not advertisements, with Instagram, and it still links because even though I made like a separate account for Instagram, it still like links that to my personal Facebook. So sometimes when I make posts, I totally forget, or I put stuff on stories, I totally forget about that link, and I never like unclick it. That's what happens whenever that happens. So yeah, yeah, that's funny because at first it's like I know there, and it's even funny because there's someone else from high school, but they went to our sister one, um, and come to find out they also stream too, and I actually just made that discovery the other day. Uh, so there's actually like a lot of more there's quite a few that I've seen that like some from WP, some that have also streamed. Don't know if they're still in the area anymore, but you know, mine better be double bacon. Oh, you got it. What up, Reek? How you doing? What up, Jax? How you doing? Oh man, double bacon. I've never gotten one with double bacon, I will say. I've always gotten like either just like the classic well, actually, you know what, Jax? You could tell if you literally just go to the points redemption and get your daily bacon, egg, and cheese. Which it's literally on this, like you just go on the screen and it's like bam, like right there. I know the one thing I do want to work on it, which I will say, uh, I do want to work on a way to have it like make like a like oh your special topping is this. I want to see if I can make something like that happen. Because I know like for instance like I know like Hector like I know what Hector does like he has like a something similar to this. It's like but like a milkshake and it's like a special milkshake. Like I want to do something like that almost. I have to ask Hector how he does or how he sets that up. But Yeah, basically just like just the randomizer for the topping, like just something like that. I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to accidentally say like, oh, your special topping is like a Dr. Pepper. Like I don't want it to be like that, but how have you been doing, Jax? It's been such a while. My gosh. How have you been doing? And thank you so much, Reek, for the lurk. I really appreciate it. I think I mentioned that again, but I probably forgot. Let me actually get that fixed. Been busy between TitchCon and DH, and now and now end of year. I'm telling you, we're already at that stage. It's very crazy because I was very worried. I was very worried on how the stream was gonna go because this is the first time we're actually streaming with Meld. So, um, we're not using OBS right now. We're using Meld. This is like my test stream to see how it's going, and it's been going pretty good. It really has. Um, we've been streaming not just on here but also on YouTube and Kick. Um, it's been we've been testing it out and just seeing how it goes, but it's been going pretty good, and I think everyone's having a good thing on their end. No, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's what's it called? This is like a kind of like a like if this is to be very good, I might consider sticking with this. They just need to add more things though. They can't just there needs to be more features that OBS has that Meld has to add to their thing, which they did announce. I think it was like today. They did announce on their X that that they were adding another feature, which I'm looking forward to. Because if it's something that I hope it is, which involves IRL streaming, then Meld is going to be a big competitor against OBS and all the other OBS systems. I'm sad I missed y'all at TwitchCon, but it was so busy and saw it. I know you can. We still got a We'll plan for next year. We'll plan for TwitchCon next year. Oh man, no, but it's all good. You don't have to worry about it. Everyone's schedule was busy at TwitchCon. It was very crazy. I know a lot of the people I've ran into were always like at like the Unity Lounge. I feel like whenever it was like the Unity Lounge, like the Unity Lounge was like the place to be. Like if you were not doing anything, and then you always ran to someone at the guild there, and it was just like a lot of fun. Now that I would probably down for it, until you do it. Definitely do it. Never hurts to stream. It never does. And I remember like I started in 2020. Actually this is like the first one because you don't really know the whole story. So it started in 2020. I was actually working in radio, and I was about to get a promotion, which was actually going to have me being on the air, professionally on the air. COVID happened. Someone at the station got sick. Everyone lost their jobs. I was the one that got sick. I was patient zero. And so what happened was I wanted to, get like my mic skills working because I was doing my mic skills at the community college I was currently at the time. Actually, no, it wasn't even that. No, this was like way after. And so I was like, why didn't instead of me needing a studio to work on my mic work, why don't I bring the studio to me? And so that's when I decided to start live streaming and to use this as an opportunity for ways to work on my mic skills for talking nonstop for long periods of time. And trust me, we're already at that point that like I already succeeded because I've already done 24-hour streams of nonstop talking. So we're already at that point. Meld is good. I've used it a few times. I need to fully switch over. See, the thing is that like I tried to do the whole switch over thing. You're gonna have to manually switch over. Like the auto thing, it's good for some things, but there's still a few things that it needs to, you need to manually switch over, or else it's not gonna do. Nah, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's been a pretty great experience, I'd say. Um, from going to, we actually literally had our very first TwitchCon we went to this year. Um, and then just from being involved in the other events and stuff that we've been a part of for the past like 5 years, it's been amazing. It really has. And for me, like, I don't really oh, thanks, I really appreciate it. Yeah, no, definitely. What's it called? It's always fun doing these streams and everything, and always having fun with y'all. It's a great thing. I always try to make my try to make my community into what's it called, into like a positive space for everyone. So no, definitely really appreciate it. Um, but yeah, no, it's been for me, like with streaming, I never treat it as a full-time job, as a part-time job like people do. I particularly treat it as a hobby. Um, and I think that's also what's kind of like, it doesn't like overload me with work, because yes, I have a full-time job and I do work 9 to 5. And sometimes my schedule like goes completely like insane, that like it'll like get in the way of of my stream schedule. Um I just treat it as a hobby because it's a lot of fun. It really is. Like I've had so much fun streaming on here for sure. It's been great. But yeah, definitely. I know we also do like a bunch of other things from like we have like sometimes it's actually funny because so today's stream was actually going to be a Pomodoro stream, which is basically like one of those like productivity streams that like you work on stuff and then like you chat for a little bit and then you work on more things and you chat. But I think we've been so focused on the whole like, wait a minute, I thought you did this. Wait a minute, you did that. Oh wait, you're the wrong person. same category, wrong person. Oh my god. It's so funny. But yeah, no, I know oh wait, did it finish? Oh no, it's still doing it. Literally same difference. Are you still in the air, like in the area, or did you like leave the area? Just out of curiosity. Because I know a few people who like who are still in the area, some that are even. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I know a few people who are like still in the area, some that are like just outside of the area. I feel like there's like a lot that I okay. Okay. Yeah, because I know there's a few that like they're here. Um there's either a few that most are like outside, but they're still in like the tri-state. And then I know there's like the few that are like all in different places these days. That's really how that's really just how it is like now these days. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's all over the place. Everyone's just like all over in different areas. It's even crazy because like you'll see like I have like my Snapchat thing, and it'll like show like everyone, like, because some people have like their location thing. Yeah, I'm still, well, uh I would say I am, but to try not to dox myself, um I'm lower on the I used to be on the LH side, obviously where I used to live. but I actually just moved 2 years ago? Actually no, I'd say like a year and a half ago I moved. But now I'm actually more closer to the what do you call it? To the WP side. So I'm no longer. I used to be like the few that was like living in like, in Putt, but now I'm over in the Chester. So yeah, nah, it's nice. But then there's taxes. So taxes are, oof, taxes are a whole other thing. Yeah, it just gets like that, and it just gets insane. I feel like taxes. I think I remember when I did like my first taxes, like after like my first year of like of me with my full time job. I was like just like internally crying, be like, wait, I owe this much. I was like, man, this place is more expensive than I thought. Like I just had like that moment, and yeah, it was oh my gosh. It do be like that over here in the tri-state area. It just be like that. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh man. Oh, it actually. Oh wait. Okay, now it finished. Okay, finally. It finally finished. Let's Actually, where's the controller? So I am gonna be using my new controller. Hold on a sec. All right, let's see. It's so funny that this controller is like so new. I haven't even set it up yet. Like, it's like all wrapped up still. Ugh. Here, let's do. Ugh. Oh, I have to do this too. Yeah, this thing's like so new. Oh. Whoa. On that, I did not plan for that thing to be that loud. Holy shit. Ugh. Waiting for network. Why is it asking me to? Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. That was like so weird. Oh my god. I'm assuming y'all heard that too, but my thing about my headphones, they're like up so loud that it was like just super. It reminds me of like when it used to be like that one commercial, not commercial, like when you go to the movies and whenever it was like a TMX or whatever like that, like the no IMAX or whatever, and then you just hear like the speakers just like blasting, like it'd be like that. Okay, let's do. All right, let me just do that. Let me actually change these things before my thing goes insane. All right. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, that was like some loud ass noise that like it was just uh uh all right. So I just know not to press that button. Just so I'm aware. Just to give you a heads up, it's been very sweaty landings. Oh no. Alright. Oh, actually, no, I just remembered. I would not be surprised. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, wait, hold on. Now it's like getting my thing. Whenever it like gets to this, it just messes with my screen. Oh, because oh, that's why I don't have the music on here. I totally forgot I took off the music. Let's do. Hold on. I'm just gonna move this up here. All right. Actually, first off, what is your username? Because obviously I have to add you. To be honest, okay. So here's the thing. I've heard a lot of many other usernames that are like I've heard a lot of different usernames in different things. So I don't know if yours is gonna be. I think Hector's is actually like right now like the biggest of the biggest. So I don't know what yours is gonna be. So oh wait, no. It's not letting me copy it. Hold on. I'm decked out in Doja Cat. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me BIC. Alright, there we go. I just sent you a friend request. I'm not that good, but I try. Oh, we'll see. All right. I'm gonna grab my mic. Oh, that's right. Actually, I just realized we have. Let me test my audio stuff to see if it's all good. Where are you? Chat mic, chat. Text chat. On. Okay. Do I have open? I do have open. Oh wait, what's my push to talk button? Which one is communication?
Checking to see if this is working.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, you know, I'll just make it open then. On the chat. No, you're good. I was trying to put on my push to talk, but it's not letting me do that for some reason. I'm just gonna make it open mic. Let me see. Volume sound, no. Where is it? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you through. I can hear you through the game, but not through the headphone.
Oh, you can't? Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let me see. Open mic.
Now I can.
Oh, now you can. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's one thing. Then I'm gonna have to.
Shall we try?
Yeah, we tried.
It's going pretty good. How about you?
It's going good.
I've been playing this all day yesterday, and it's just interesting. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why my game's acting glitchy for some reason. What the heck?
Yes,
Oh, because it has me on the ultra settings. Hold on a sec.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm good.
Okay. Perfect. I haven't played Lego though in a very long time.
In a long time.
Yeah, like the survival. It's not what I thought it was going to be. What am I gonna do? Okay. I'm like hearing double of myself.
Oh, probably because of what's it called that they're hearing on the stream.
I have my headphones in for the stream, and I have my actual headset. So I was like, oh, I'm hearing double. Why am I hearing double? Because I have both headphones in.
Why?
But yeah, I don't know. These matches are very quick, and a lot of people aren't in lobbies anymore. It's like 76, 77 people in one lobby. Now, do you have to discover the whole everything?
Oh wait, what's going on with my camera?
Let's try here. Hmm. Oh, there's a whole lot of people. Uh-oh. Oh.
There's a
Do you
chest
need
over
a...
here if you need it.
Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna give you shield. Have that. That might give you some sort of shield.
It's actually weird because I can't hear anything right now.
That's so weird. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Oh wait, is that why it's?
Oh. Oh wait, let me leave my partner in case of the help.
Oh mate. Oh no, something.
I think that might be Marge. I don't know why. Oh, there's 3 feet. She's over there.
Oh, let's keep on doing that. Oh man, my thing is frozen. Oh.
These right here are shield. I think up top.
Oh, we're on the
Oh,
edge.
jump out of windows now. We need to find some shield over here.
It's not even letting me hurdle.
Oh gosh.
Oh shit, I'm already down.
Well, not bad the first time. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh man. I don't know why my thing is acting like this now. Hold on a sec.
Might be me. Where? Like your screen's not coming up at all?
No, it's like my screen. It's like my camera's frozen.
Oh.
Do you see frozen on your end?
Let's see. Yes, I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's totally weird. Let me see if.
It's like you're blinking very quick.
Video device. Actually, I think it might be the.
Yeah, Dad, you said reload or restart.
It's not even letting me restart though. What's it called? Yeah, it's not even letting me restart the thing.
I don't know why it did that.
I don't know why either. I know the thing for sure is that whenever there's what do you call whenever there's actually makes me curious. Hold on, let me exit out of the game for a sec.
Yeah.
Because I know
Do you need to
sometimes
go back to live?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna quit the game for a second and see if that helps it.
Okey-dokey.
Because I know sometimes that stuff helps with it, but let me see.
That's good. Yeah, I always restart.
No, it's still not doing it. Let's see. No, that's not good. Alright, I guess that might be what's it called. I think this might be a, I was thinking restarting the stream would actually do it or help it, but even when I closed out of, Meld, it still, went straight to it. That's weird. Yeah, I think it actually might be what's it called. Alright, well. This was not planned. This was not planned at all. Oops. You know what? I think what we're gonna do is I guess we're just gonna call it a night from here. Obviously my camera is not working for some reason. And I mean it is already getting close to that time. So Let's actually see. Yeah, this is not what's it called. This was not working. Let me see if there's actually another thing to help with it. Because I did turn it off, I did turn it back on. I think what it probably was is because when it comes with Epic Games, I will say when it comes to Fortnite, that game can sometimes mess up with some things. Yeah, I think we might as well just call it a night from here because it is already getting late and this was not planned. This was totally not planned. Yeah, I do apologize for that. Totally not on our bingo card for our capture card to do that. And I mean, like, nothing's happening with the card as far as I know. Like, everything looks totally fine on my end. So that's the part that's like so weird about it. Yeah, that was like so weird. So I think we're just gonna do let's see who we could raid. Let's see who's actually live right now. All right, let's see. Oh, that's just that. Let's see who we have. I do see. I'm trying to see who we got. Actually, you know what? I got it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to raid Sir Vega, who is actually currently doing a Veterans Day charity with the H7 Foundation. So we're gonna raid Sir Vega. And we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna do this, especially for Veterans Day. It makes sense. This is one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna raid Sir Vega. Thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. This was totally not on our bingo card. We will be doing our next stream on Thursday, at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which that will be our 7 days Blood Moon stream, which I'm really looking forward to that. And I really appreciate y'all for coming on here as always. If you guys haven't followed me on social media, y'all can follow me on social media at coolboy_ny. That is COOL_NY. And I'm really looking forward to you guys coming on to our next stream. I do apologize for the obviously the technical issues. This was our very first time using Meld, so we were just getting we're still getting used to this. But I really appreciate y'all for being on here as always, and for coming on and chatting, and obviously having a blast this evening. Thank y'all again so much. I really appreciate it, and let's share some cool love over to Sir Vega. And yeah, thank y'all so much, and let's get it.